Welcome back to SicEm365 Radio. This is Paul Catalina's Top 5 at 5:55. Presented by Slapsticks Comedy Club. For ticket information, go to slapstickscomedy.com.
I am at Slapsticks Friday and Saturday, so come out and see me. And I know that of all the top fives I've done, this one will be enjoyable for the two people to my right, David and Craig Smoak, who are big fans, as I am, of the American Western classic Tombstone. This is top 5 Big 12 realignment players as Tombstone characters. And I will...
Let me tell you something. If that show comes on, it's an hour into the movie, I'll text Craig, hey, Tombstone's on. I will watch and pick it up at any moment and love it.
Yeah.
Tombstone.
I will say right now, there are no Wyatt and there's no Doc in this top 5 because we don't know who the hero of the story is yet. But I do know the villains and some of the other players.
Okay, fair enough.
So these are
nobody would be a good Doc anyway.
Yeah, nobody would be a good Doc. Nobody would be a good Wyatt at this point because there's no hero in the story.
You said I'd like this one.
You will. Believe me, you will.
Okay,
wait till we get to number 1.
So who's Johnny Ringo?
Wait.
Okay, all right.
Gosh darn it. Number 5. Governor Greg Abbott is John Bain.
Yeah, I can see that.
Great.
I mean, he's gonna come in, slick talk you.
I wanted to say a word.
I mean, he's gonna do it, and he's gonna let everything happen under his nose. He's no kind of real sheriff. He's a phony sheriff. He's only in with the bad dudes.
And when they arrived, he talked about he was this and he was that. And he also owned the hotel, and he was the governor of water.
He was crooked like that in real life too. The real John Behan. He had a lot of those backdoor deals via his government responsibilities where he took a lot of money on the side. But yeah, I mean, show up when all hell's already broken loose and there's nothing to really do other than to just tout your authority. That was John Behan in the movie after the shootout at the OK Corral. All of a sudden, like, well, I'm going to arrest everybody now. And it's like, we're not going to let you arrest us today.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Number 4. Bob Bowlsby is Billy.
Billy? Okay. Who's Fabian?
Billy's the guy that liked the guy that was the actor, right?
But here's the deal. This is because Billy, too late in the movie, realizes that we got to have some law.
Yeah.
So he knows all this bad stuff is going on, and it's not until something tragic happens that he realizes, I've been running with the wrong crowd.
Yeah, I don't think he was in that opening scene where they really show you how vicious the Cowboys are at the Mexican wedding. I don't think Billy... played by Jason Priestley, was not in that, but he was around for apparently a lot of the other stuff that they were up to that wasn't very good. And then, near the end, he's all of a sudden like, he has a heart and a soul, and he can't take it anymore.
Now this is the hardest one to do because I also had Bob Bowlsby as the mayor who's just trying to get Wyatt to help out, which might be what he is now that he's going to the Pac-12. I don't know, or all that. I also thought of him as maybe Marshall Fred White, as a good guy who had good intentions but wasn't really good at his job. But Bob Bowlsby could be 3 different characters in this movie, but I thought Billy was the funniest.
Sure.
Yeah. Number 3, ESPN is Curly Bill.
Yep.
The founder of the feast.
I like Curly Bill.
Well,
he's an evil man.
Well, but think about this. Well, bye. I mean, that's easy.
Yeah, he didn't say it like that.
Yeah.
Bye. Yeah, Powers Booth is an incredible actor.
Rest in peace.
Oh man, he was so
great in
good.
This movie.
Buried here in the state of Texas, as a matter of fact. He's also fantastic as Cy Tolliver in Deadwood, which is got a lot of Tombstone tendencies and similarities. But yeah, absolutely. ESPN to the other Big 12 schools, well...
Yeah, but I like Curly Bill. I don't like ESPN. They're evil.
That's true.
Curly Bill had some of that.
He was evil.
He came out of that saloon. He'd been snorting something. And
he killed him. Smoking opium.
He was smoking opium.
Yeah. He and Doc Holliday's wife.
Yeah. Number 2, Wyatt's wife. Number 2,
Laudanum.
Yeah.
Doc Holliday's wife was trying to kill him because she wanted the money. Yeah.
Big Nose Kate. Yeah.
Number 2, Oklahoma's Johnny Ringo. See, here's the thing. Johnny Ringo's the true badass of this thing. I mean, again, ultimately he does get shot in the end, but we're not getting.
Don't give away the movie.
People, if it was out in 1994,
creative license, anyways, because Doc Holliday definitely. Yeah, anyways.
Yeah, did not do it, but yeah. So Johnny Ringo, they're the true badass. They're always your Huckleberry.
That's a good-looking dude, man.
Michael Bain?
Yeah.
He was in Terminator.
I always thought he
played
looked
that
cool
role
in
great.
this role. I always thought the Johnny Ringo character looked cool.
Is that a real beard or is that like one of those makeup?
It's called
deals?
stubble. You grow it out after a couple of days.
You can only do that if you have dark hair.
Yeah, I think that was probably dyed a little bit because he's a blonde-haired dude.
Hey,
So why Oklahoma and Johnny Ringo? Why?
Because they're a badass. They're quick draw.
Okay.
You know, and I had to paint them as a villain somehow, and he's the most badass villain in this movie.
Yeah, and they do talk a lot of noise, and rightfully so. They got the skins on the skins on the wall to back it up, but. Yeah, I mean, it all sounds very promising right now, like the lives of the Cowboys were at the time. But in the end, we know it didn't go so well. And for all we know, that could be the case for Oklahoma in the SEC too.
All right, number one, the University of Texas is Ike Clanton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They talk a big game. They probably had some pretty cool stuff they did back in the day, some pretty bad stuff. But ultimately, recently, they're just running away from their problems.
God.
Getting dunked in water.
Ike Clanton ran every time.
He
ran away every time. He would be a part of the fight. He was like the drunk guy in the bar. I've said this before. He's the one that got drunk in the bar, started the fight, passed out, and everybody else killed each other.
Also, Ike Clanton is the one who accuses Doc Holliday of cheating at cards, which Texas does a lot. And a special bonus, the Big 12 is Morgan Earp because they got shot in the back.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah.
And rest in peace to another great actor there, Bill Paxton. Yeah. But yeah, I think Texas is Ike just based on the fact that he was the most dislikable character in the entire movie. And I would say in this little movie that is college football right now, whether for better or worse or fair or not, I definitely think Oklahoma's scapegoated a little bit on a lot of criticism.
Man,
but if there is a villain, it is the UT. So yeah, that matches up.
Yeah, Oklahoma has skated without question. They have. It's almost like they're not even leaving, even though they are. That they have not taken much of any of the heat at all whatsoever.
So there you go. And
like that.
For people who have not watched the movie Tombstone, you need to do it, including, I'm guessing, Armstrong hasn't seen Tombstone.
Oh, my God.
And
shameful.
Jack hasn't seen Tombstone. Marquise, have you seen Tombstone?
No.
Oh, you have to.
No.
Armstrong, have you seen Tombstone?
I've definitely seen Tombstone.
Okay. He could watch it. It's absolutely my favorite movie of all time.
He said the Wyatt Earp movie was better. Which I disagree wholeheartedly. I don't
know if I've ever watched that one.
It's not. If you've seen Tombstone, it's no real point in it. Although it does have some differences that are maybe probably a bit more historically accurate. For example, but
Big Nose Kate isn't hot.
All right,
yeah, exactly.
I love this one, Paul. Very good. Diane just said on the text line 5 stars.
Yeah,
All right.
like that.
Thanks to